And we have to start to make some sense of it all because, say, as we see, they're trying to create a purge right now. If you look at my video that I just posted up of my man dropping that, I forgot his name, but the brother is doing good work. Saying? If you notice, they're trying to start a purge situation in all cities by defunding the police. Who the fuck in their rightful mind came up with that piece of shit? I do not know. And that should not be taking place in New York. You know what I'm saying? And it should not be going from state to state, you know what I'm saying, as these different police departments all across the United States start doing that same shit. You garbage, nigga. You just gave yourself away altogether. Now, I'm not talking about the police. I'm talking about the defunding of the police and the garbage in which they have put into the minds of the people and now figure that they can just go out and actually defund the police. They can quit their jobs and just leave the whole America to a purge while you move in all type of criminals from all across the world through our borders, Canada, as well as the southern border, and putting them in everybody's neighborhood and probably telling them, be prepared to kill off all the Americans and then y'all take back your country. I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? After Trump threatens to withdraw funds from public school enforcing the vaccine mandates, critics call it a, a diaspora, diaspora or whatever. No, 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 no. Listen, the president, Donald J. Trump, sparked controversy following the declaration to withdraw federal funding from public schools who enforce the mandates during a rally. Yes, they should. Because you ain't proving anything with what you're doing. So we know that what you've been doing in all aspects, is garbage. Same as you put crack cocaine in the neighborhood. You put that there to do exactly that. Hmm? Same as you call yourself, falling behind Anthony Fauci, talking about herd immunity and all this different gain of function. They're only interested in depopulating your ass, weakening your ass for attack. So you need to start to wake up to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about political and medical officials who are quick to respond to the president of the United States statement. But how many people actually is surviving when they never had nothing at all? How many of you got headaches? You know what I'm saying? You're vibrating. You're going through all kinds of changes at night trying to get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? This is in your body, tearing you up from limb to limb. You know what I'm saying? While these motherfuckers sit here and talk about some bullshit about Donald Trump. How many lives did it really save? You know what I'm saying? Trump said in Richmond that he would take all federal funds away from public schools that require these from these former representative or whatever she is. I don't know what the fuck, a Republican from Virginia. Imagine that. Wrote on X, like most states, Virginia requires a MMRV. Aha. There it goes. You see what I'm saying? For chicken pox, you know what I'm saying, the polio and all that was created by Bill Gates and Andy Fauci, the nutcases ass, killing ass weasels. Don't give me that bullshit. Trump was right in what he said. You know what I'm saying? He was right in what he said. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to hear none of your bullshit because we on to your bullshit. You clown, son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Another deep stater and a clown as well. You know what I'm saying? When we see Trump say any Jewish person who votes for Democrats hate their religion and everything about Israel. Oh, yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If they vote for Democrat, they hate everything about their religion and everything about Israel. You know what I'm saying? what they should be voting on, though, Mr. Trumpy there, and the rest of y'all of the Jewish people, you should be standing up for a ceasefire, a negotiation, and stop the murdering and bloody killing of children in the Gaza Strip, reopen those hospitals, water wells, and everything they destroyed due to the fact of setting off and setting up this plan to attack these people who have none of the weaponry that creep Joe Biden sent over there to bang them out. When you're an invader, Israel was created by the British and the Americans and many others who were involved to create a race of people that they're going to shove in Africa, Egypt, and say that they have a right. You wrote a Bible, and you wrote a fake-ass virgin Bible as well, and gave it to the people over many generations in time, beating it into their brain that Israel is real. It is not. It's an invasion of people using a psychological reverse psychology plan and orchestrating a covert operation to put them in Egypt so they can claim that spot and rename it, criminally rename it, Israel, using Is, El, and Ra in the middle, the sun god of Egypt. I'm not going to get into none of that. You're full of garbage. And you know it. So I don't understand what it is you is saying in itself. Because many of the people in itself that are there, you know what I'm saying, many of them probably don't even respect that. It says the same thing in Turkey, we see that, with the Ottoman Turks. They up in Egypt, controlling Egypt, and they don't belong there. They've been raiding and robbing Egypt and letting everybody else into rob every European and all kinds of wicked motherfuckers into Egypt, and they want to tell us that Egyptians weren't black. So you dehumanize the brains of black people to think that their ancestors came from, I don't know, wherever their mind frame trying to lead you to. But we know for well that is not true. We know for well that the Egyptians are black. And no matter what expedition now, clown ass, bitch ass, fucking clown ass, cracker ass white boys trying to convince the world using expeditions now that Egyptians rule Arab looking or white is bullshit. We don't go into Europe and do that, do we? My face, and I'm afraid if we go into Europe, we might find more evidence of your lying ass piece of shit. Judge rule, you know what I'm saying? Judge rules evidence relating to access Hollywood tapes admissible in the trial of Donald J. Trump. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see no fucking tapes, and we don't want to see shit. What we want to see is you get this motherfucking country together and stop spending our money murdering people across the planet in the name of you saying it's the United States. Yeah, you lying ass set of motherfuckers. Maybe. Not in the U.S. We know. So you're full of boo-boo. Isn't that so? You're full of boo-boo. We see nigger, which is nigger. You know what I'm saying? Not nigger, nigger. Ordered U.S. troops to leave after creep Joe Biden officials warn about ties to Russia, Iran. This Pentagon. This is coming in by Eileen Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? 12 hours ago. The news is not here nor there. You know what I'm saying? This is the late edition. You know what I'm saying? We recapping right now. So when we look at Niger, you know what I'm saying, in Africa, is pulling military cooperation is pulling its military cooperation deal with the United States and ordered some 1,000 American military personnel to leave the country, a startling development that comes after the U.S. officials last week traveled to the capital of, I think it's called, what? Niamey or whatever, I guess, to raise a number of concerns about Niger growing closer to Russia, Iran. The Pentagon said Monday, you full of shit. They could go draw closer to whoever the fuck they want to. The fuck is you to tell them who to run to? When you over here in our country causing capital riots, you over here causing riots in our street, you over here sexing babies at your rituals, babies and probably jamming your little fucking penis or big ass cock of a white crack up in their fucking ass. You doing a whack of garbage and you gonna tell nigger what to do? Huh. Woo! Uh-huh. Okay. The ruling military, junta, you know what I'm saying, junta or whatever, on Saturday revoked a major accord known as the Statute of Force Agreement. Listen to the Statute of Force Agreement. That's America with the con, this piece of bullshit. Not Americans, the people who call themselves American in our government making these executive laws that you elected with your hand, which you know what I'm saying, allow U.S. forces in Niger. You see that? Creep Joe Biden administration officials are aware of this and are working through diplomatic channels to con off Niger to seek clarification, or else you're going to bomb them, kill them, and murder just like you do the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. Pentagon Deputy Press Secretary Sabrina, whatever the fuck her name is, told reporters, I'm sorry, Sabrina, but I'm very upset right now. But because they've been fucking with Africa ever since, and you know it. But just last week, you know what I'm saying, the delegation from a delegation from Washington, D.C. that include Assistant Secretary of State for the African Affairs, Molly P or whatever her name is, last name Phee, you know what I'm saying, Assistant Secretary of Defense for International Secretary of Affairs, you know what I'm saying, what her name is? Slade or whatever, Wallander, last name Wallander, and U.S. African Command Head General Michael Langley or whatever met with officials from Niger National Council for Safeguard of Homeland. Yeah, what homeland? What safeguard? You lying motherfucker. Talking about the CNSP. You know what I'm saying? The U.S., Niger needs to stand up and go wherever they need to go to protect themselves and get on the right side. You know what I'm saying? And if it means leaning towards that, then it means leaning towards that. Because you got to use what you got to get what you need. Because didn't this happen before, y'all? You brought in the Arabs to get the white man out, but the Arabs stayed there and never did much except bang. Y'all probably. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't get them out. The U.S. delegation was there to raise a number of concerns. Yeah, like you're fucking as an idiot. You know what I'm saying? We were troubled on the path of Niger. You were troubled on the path of shut the fuck up, mind your goddamn business, and get out of Niger's affairs. That's what you do. Talking about the path of Niger is on. And so these were direct and frank conversations. Oh, yeah, of course. Frank conversations to have those in person to talk about the concerns and to also hear this. Mine is, tell them delegation that came from the United States or wherever the fuck they came from, Niger, fuck off. Please. You got nerve to talk about Niger joining something? What the fuck is wrong with you? Y'all are clowns or something? They could join whatever it takes for them to make where they got to go. I give all approval of it. You know what I'm saying? But we see the so-called former House demon Democrat insists on NBC. Trump means bloodbath comment, literally, you know what I'm saying, after after Express dismissed fake news outrage. Yeah, it is fake news. Trump wasn't talking about a bloodbath like you think. He was talking about creep Joe Biden and them. Didn't I just put a post, a video up there showing you, I think it's Pittsburgh or Philly, whatever state it is, that they're defunding, the police are being defunded because they're leaving, they're just quitting, whatever, you know what I'm saying, because they done rammed this defunding shit up and all this other bullshit so they could create anarchy there. And I advise the people in those states to now start to protect themselves and police the realm and have people on the street watching everything at all times. Don't let them know that you're there. Keep it on the down low. Don't do no deep state shit. Don't rape no kids. Don't rape no women. Don't do no garbage. Your sole job is to make sure that that state is functional for kids to go to school safely and back home, and your residents and family and the people of the city remains in steady order. All right? Since everybody want to talk about God and so forth, but isn't the rules of your God order too? Mm-hmm. Now, we see where the New York so-called congressman Max Rose insists, Max Rose, another fucking deep state fucking criminal. How did I know? You know, it says that Donald Trump was speaking literally when he was referring to a blood. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He probably was sending code in tongue that you trying to block the truth of. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know that y'all already done planned out that if you lose, you're going to set this country into a purge and a fucking chaotic drop fall. You know what I'm saying? But the people has got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? And those who have the V in them need to seek ways to get it out. Don't sit around waiting for these demons to plan your world. Because the planning of your world that they plan has fucked up your world for over maybe 100 years. You know what I'm saying? But we saying that Trump mean it literally. No, he doesn't. He's talking about creep Joe Biden and the demon democratic plans for 2024. And he said it in a way that we get the picture. And anybody that's smart would have caught that. So we know there's a lot of dumb people in our country. Just like when he told them to drink Lysol and bleach. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get the picture either, did they? Duh. You know what I'm saying? Talking about a bloodbath for the country if he's not elected. Right. That's right. That's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because if that happens and Trump is not in there, or some candidate that you should be choosing instead of talking about some motherfucking Donald Trump, you cocksucking son of a bitch, they're gonna stand up to the beast and have the people's back, have the back of the people in all ways. You're going to see a bloodbath for real. All right. You can stay there talking that dumb shit with these clown ass motherfuckers, Max Rose and, you know what I'm saying, Rose Joy Ann, you know what I'm saying, and all these different people. They're full of shit. Be careful listening to the reverse psychology that is going to put you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? They love putting you to sleep. Don't forget that part. They love rocking your ass to sleep. So while you're sitting up there being a fool, continue listening to these deep staters. You know what I'm saying? Continue listening to these deep staters in all ways. You know what I'm saying? In all ways. Don't listen to these deep staters. You know what I'm saying? And even when you see here where they're saying now, even after seeing, when we look at things, he's saying, now, we're looking at things, I'm saying, when you look now at the chaos, you know, the corruption, you know what I'm saying, the incompetency and hate filled agenda by the demon Democrats on the United States speaks a lot. They're not here, they weren't here to help you in the first place. Nothing we've seen they did during the election or any of that, or a pandemic or any of, they improved nothing that they were saying. All they did was did to you. So we don't have time to even sit here with these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? We see creep Joe Biden, the creep himself, probably need to do a pedophilia act on a baby, you know what I'm saying? Screamed and swore during a private meeting after being told he's losing to Donald J. Trump. Oh, yeah. But imagine when he was fucking up our country, genociding races of people, helping to be a part of invading people's countries when he wasn't even a fucking president or vice president. Imagine what he was doing throughout his whole career. He never worked. The man always was in government getting your money. Oh, yeah, so you should scream because you're full of shit. But we see creep Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, is anxious, I guess anxious or whatever, and angry about his re-election campaign as the President Donald J. Trump put a whooping on his ass. and the president himself put a whooping on that ass, show strength in swing states and nationally. And he should, because if you are not paying attention to what is at your doorstep and what they're about to do to you by opening all these borders and shit like that, you better be ready to fight, motherfucker. Because you elected these motherfuckers all these years. 40, let's not even go back for 47 years. You haven't come up with a legitimate candidate to run these bitches, beast motherfuckers up our government calling themselves demon motherfucking blood-sucking Democrats and their crooked ass fucking bipartisan flipping, jumping party lines and back and forth talking about some bipartisan and 31 Republicans. We need to clean the house on both sides of the aisle. Because they were put there to sabotage in the first place, just like the demon Democrats is doing. So when we look at him in the re-election, you know what I'm saying, while Trump putting a whooping on that ass, show strength in swing votes, creep Joe Biden has been, you know what I'm saying, second guessing, traveling, and messaging for his bid for 4 more years. And 4 more years of tyranny, killing, murder, and the Palestinian people even getting killed, murdered even more. And then we have the nuclear war that's going to incinerate your body in seconds. You drop like dust. All right. Anyway, him and his crackhead son, you know what I'm saying, and the crackheadness in the whole group, you know what I'm saying. But he had been guessing, traveling, and messages for his bid to move the years, amid other frustrations, according to a report from NBC News. I say Eastern Standard Time, not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? But the report cites several people familiar with the creep himself campaign, illustrate a frustration that the president has as the wannabe president, cheating ass pedophilia motherfucker, creep too bad, wannabe president has as his 2020 opponent appears on track to beat him according to most polls. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's about time people woke up, ain't they? Wait a minute. Let's think back here. Son doing the Ukraine deal, causing Zelensky to want us at this time, at a critical time in our electoral situations, and cheating of our government and causing chaos, riots, murder, killing, pedophilia, a genocide on races of people going back 47 years all the way to now, and there are the policies and the different things, and you're going to go over there and not spank these motherfuckers? How many of your people died from COVID is the question I need to ask. But at the same time, and when I say COVID, you know what I mean. I'm not talking about the disease, because there is none. It had to be put there. At the same time, when we look at him gaining tractions, according to most polls, creep Joe Biden, reportedly sighting or whatever, after seating or whatever, after he was told his handling of the war in Gaza had caused poll numbers in Georgia and Michigan to fall. Hey, that in Gaza must come to a ceasefire and needs our immediate attention, but that ain't the only thing that this creep has done to your country. You need to do more research, you dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing around. A joke is a joke until it turns to tears, mother. Stop playing around. Talking about the war in Gaza had caused his numbers and polls to drop. You shouldn't have had no polls and numbers at all after what we've seen. Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Biden, Bush, and all of them have done to our country for 47 fucking years. And beyond and before and now. What is wrong with people? You just that brainwashed for real? You know what I'm saying? This ain't just about Trump only, homeboy, homegirl, boys and girls, young men and young women. This is about saving the country in which you're standing on before it gets annihilated, before we get annihilated by nuclear weapons coming from both sides. And everywhere else who wants to join on that side and everybody on this side. Talking about 34 nations in the NATO Nations Alliance to overthrow to their New World Order, which is old. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to talk. And yes, it is making you, and you should not involve yourself in creating that Israel shit in the first place. And then try to lie to the people in the Bible. Or I don't really follow it, but in a book you call the Bible. How dumb can people really be? You're going to believe something without research? Well, your balls lick or something? He must be a balls licker. That's the only thing I can think of. But he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, in Michigan dropped with the report, you know, alleging he shouted and swore. Yeah, shout, swore, and get your fucking ass up out of the White House. You pedophilia, LGBTQ ball sucking around with Letitia James and Alan Bragg jackasses. Is you serious? Talking about charging this man and taking this man wealth and all kinds of bullshit, Letitia James, for real? Your crooked ass? I mean, who's doing the investigation on these motherfuckers? While you doing an investigation on Donald Trump, what about Alan Bragg's and Letitia James' background? We need to do an investigation and turn the camera on her and her personal background and get somebody investigation and some private investigators out there to save your country and dig up some shit that we need to know, because I know there's some dirt on that motherfucker. You can't tell me. Her lying ass, her crooked ass, using our government to do bullshit. Oh, wow. Okay, wait a minute. Now we see here where he's shouting, you know, carrying on, swearing. Yeah, that's right. That's how you keep a beast running for his motherfucking life. And that hair that y'all feel, that shivering hair that y'all feel on the back of your neck, he's trying to put your motherfucking life in motherfucking overdrive. That's what that is. Now, see, he has also, you know what I'm saying, felt, you know, what? He has also felt cocooned. He's also felt cocooned. Cocoon, I got news for you. He's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? He felt cocooned in his Luciferian shit. He need to go to wherever planet he came from and stay fucking there, because he ain't from here. Not the shit that I'm seeing these motherfuckers been doing. Sticking, poisoning, carrying on this, that, rape, pedophilia, raping little babies in their rituals with their big dick stuck in a little ass fucking baby. What the fuck? Hold up. This is who we got in our government? Wow. Yeah, I guess I got a rude awakening, didn't I? Hmm.